Coin ring maker back at it again with a Morgan dollar coin ring. This one is an 1882. This thing is old. 140 years? My goodness. And we're going to be making this into a ring today. So I'm just going to let that chill out for a second, let a couple more people show up. And while we wait, y'all feel free to tap the screen a whole bunch. Tappity, tappity, tap. Yep, we're back. It's going to be a cool ring for sure. This one's going to be heads out. Stoked about it. If you guys have never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker, coinringmaker.com. I make coins like this into rings like this. And I've got a 50% off October clearance sale going on right now. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, go visit coinringmaker.com. The link is on my TikTok profile. You can also shop through the little gold chain at the bottom of the screen here. And I'm just waiting for a couple more people to pop in here before we get started. If y'all wouldn't mind tapping the screen, we're already almost at 200 likes. Y'all are crushing it. I think this is going to be a good live. So as soon as we crack 100 people, we're at 99. Give me one more person TikTok and we'll get started. There we go. 120. Oh, 37. All right. Well, guys, what we're going to be doing today is making this Morgan silver dollar. It's 140 years old into a ring for one of my customers. If you'd like to get yourself one of these, they are 50% off for the next few days until the end of October. And if anybody has any questions while I work on this, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and get cracking on this. And y'all just keep tapping that screen for me, okay? 390 likes. Let's go. First thing we got to do is punch a hole right in the middle of it. So that's what we're doing here. Get my handy hammer. Give it a good whack or two. All right, 427 likes. Let's go. That's how it's done right there. There is our center punch. Lovely eagle breast. Looking good. Let's see how our coin looks. This one is going to be a size 13, I believe. There is our punched coin. If you look at the inside here, you can see it's pretty rough and sharp. So the next step is to be addressing that. We're going to use our deburring tool to clean it up. Using that good, solid English today. We're almost to 1,000 likes. Y'all keep it up. Thank you so much. And again, you can shop through the gold chain at the bottom of the screen if you'd like to get yourself a coin ring. All right, let's clean this up here. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that follow button. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, only if you want to, you know. I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. But if you do want to hit that follow button, now's a good time to do it. So, you know, you don't forget and lose me in the TikTok ether of mystery. Never see me again. Now this is a thicker coin. I really gotta cut away quite a bit to get that inside all nice and smooth. Let's check it out. There's like a little bit of a raised ridge right in the middle that I want to try and knock out. That looks good. But we are making a Morgan dollar into a ring. But before we go any further, we're going to have to soften this silver up. It's 90% silver. It's pretty tough. So we're going to heat it up with this torch here. It's a process called annealing. I'm going to make it less brittle and easier to shape and fold. $1,400 likes on the live so far. Thank you guys very much. We're going to hop over here to the 1-ton arbor press. That's this bad boy right here. Start folding this thing. So here's our coin so far. We're gonna go into the first fold now. Let's do it. 2,000 likes on the live. Very nice. Heck yeah. Whew. That took a good amount of elbow grease. I'm not gonna lie. And since we've stretched it quite a bit, we've kind of changed the shape of it. We're gonna need to anneal it again because it's gonna have work hardened. One thing you want to do, especially when you're working with much older coins like this, is make sure to keep them annealed. It's much better to anneal too often than not enough. That's for sure. It's a hard lesson to learn. If you guys are just joining in, I'm Coin Ring Maker. I make coins into rings. I'm running a 50% off October clearance sale right now. So you can get cool coins like this Morgan dollar made into a ring for you for half price for the rest of October. You can shop through the gold link at the bottom of the chain or the website on my profile. And it's a pretty great little sale. You don't have to worry about any coupons. Lots of stuff's marked down. 50% off, quarters, half dollars, dollars, all kinds of cool coin jewelry. So if you're looking to get your loved one something really cool for Christmas and you want to get it out of the way, it's a good option, I think. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat below. we're going to keep on cranking on here. Next step is to fold it a bit more. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you for the rose, Jeremy. Coming along very nicely. A little bit more pushing to do. Well, thank you. I think it's pretty cool too. Old German leader was defacing. Defending Christianity from there. I don't follow, bro. I don't know how that's relevant to anything that's going on here. Coming along very nicely. Now we've got it stretched pretty far again, so I'm going to go ahead and anneal it once more. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm making a 140-year-old Morgan dollar into a ring. Yeah. Coin ring maker, check out the username, you know. Check out the website. 50% off a bunch of stuff for the rest of October. And I would appreciate it if you just tapped on the gold chain at the bottom of the screen and tested it out. Let me know what you think of the shop. You can see some of my finished work there too. So just give that little gold chain a tap and let me know what you think of that little TikTok feature there. I think it's pretty cool. My grandpa used to make these rings. He had a large spoon he would spin. See, the difference with the tapping method is that takes a very long time. And you also don't get all this coin detail. So, like, smacking it so much really takes away the detail of the coin. With this method, you get the inside and outside just covered in all this awesome detail. But yeah, there's definitely many ways to make a coin ring. Not my preferred way. Awesome. Thank you for testing that for me. I do appreciate it. Good prices too. Nice. Well, y'all, everybody else, go tap on that gold chain. Just not that into jewelry. That's cool. I didn't really wear a lot of rings until I started making them, so I ain't gonna hold that against you. I do have keychains though. And like, I make these things. It's like a skull and crossbone quarter. It's just kind of a cool little coin to have. I think they're dope. And I've never really seen anybody else make something like this, so they're pretty unique. Yeah, I like that you can still hear me too. I think that's really neat. That you can shop around while you get to hear me jabber on. Will it end up with a cone shape? It's usually closer to, like, here's a finished $50, so it's got a little bit of a curve on each end, but for the most part it's a pretty even band. That's kind of the style I go for. I usually finish orders within 1 to 2 days of getting them, and my shipping time's pretty quick too, so you should get it within a week, like at most 7 days. If you'd like to send me a coin to be made into a ring, I have a button on my profile up here. Just tap my logo right there and hit the button that says get a quote, and just fill out that little questionnaire, and I can get back to you on working on your custom coin ring. And I've been doing quite a bit more of those recently, so that's been pretty fun. But yeah, right now we've got a bit of a cone shape here. I believe we pushed it all the way we can. Another final shove. Yeah. Is the listed price the actual 50% on price or an additional discount? The listed price is the usual price, and then the 50% off is just the clearance sale for October. So that's going to end in a few days. What if you go from the other end? I'm not sure what you mean. No, it's not a crime. It's very similar to penny smashing machines you might find at an amusement park, theme park, Six Flags, SeaWorld. As long as you aren't fraudulently altering currency, it's not against the law. You can totally make jewelry out of it. Oh, yeah, I could do the tail side out as well. That's actually my preferred way to do it. You can choose which side of the coin is facing out when you place your order. So you can do it either way. So a 1964 Kennedy would be, they're usually 150. If they are on sale, they would be half of that. Not everything is on sale, and I'm not certain if those are or not. You'd have to check the website. But they could be 50% off for the next few days. I'm pretty sure they are. The link shows 75, so that's what it would be. 75 plus shipping till the end of the sale. So what I'm doing here is making sure this cut edge right here is as smooth as I can get it, because we're going to start putting quite a bit of pressure on this part of the ring to stretch it. And if there's any cracks there as we start stretching it, those will split. And that's how you end up with something like this, a ruined coin ring. So we really don't want that to happen. So we're going to anneal it. 1908, there's probably... No, it's the same price whether I work on your coin or my coin. I'm sure there are 1908 coins. I'm not sure if they did a Morgan dollar in 1908. That would be something you could Google real quick for me. I'm not actually able to look it up. I think I have 10 different Morgan dollar dates, so I don't have the whole span of time they made them. But you can pick from the years I have available. This is a Morgan silver dollar. They're usually $200 for a ring. Right now they are 50% off. The 64 half is actually a really, really nice ring. Yes, my online store can be found by tapping the gold chain at the bottom of the screen or visiting the website link on my TikTok profile. Just ordered a beautiful ring for you. Fantastic. now we got that nice and softened up, we're going to go over to the ring stretcher here. If you are curious about what dates I have available, it's best to just kind of pick through the website. I offer a lot, so it's hard for me to keep track of what I have and what I don't, but the website inventory is accurate. And you can find that through the link on my profile or the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. And a bunch of stuff is 50% off, so go check that out. Let's see what size we're at here. It's pretty close to a 13. How many lives do I do? I do them as much as I can. But it really depends on orders as well, because I make everything to order. So if I don't have any sales, I usually don't go live that day. This is a really old Morgan, and it's doing some weird, like, delamination on that cut edge. You can see how it's kind of cracking from where I stretched it. That's got me worried, so I'm not going to use the ring stretcher anymore. If you don't see the gold chain, you can go through the website link on my profile, or just go to coinringmaker.com. You can just go directly to my website. Not every country has the gold chain as an option. Okay, it's stretched to a good point. I'm going to go ahead and anneal it one more time, and then we'll start reducing it. $4,200 likes on this live. So usually you don't get cracking on coins that are like 100 years old or younger. This one is 140 years old, so it's really just kind of the state of the silver. It's just deteriorated on the surface level, and then applying pressure like this kind of exacerbates that deterioration. So for that reason, I'm not going to use the ring stretcher anymore, because that would just make it worse. And I will kind of file away at those cracks once we get it to the correct size and shape. But I won't have to stretch it anymore, so that's good. We've got it over our target size. It needs to be a size 13. And right now, you see, it's above a 13. So we won't have to make any more cracks. Now we're just going to make it smaller. And for that, we're going to wrap it in some tape and send it down what's called a Swedish wrap die. Back over here. Make sure we got it sitting nice and even in here. Can I see one of your quarter rings? Here's a Colorado. So I've got all 50 states in copper clad and 90% silver, as well as some where you can pick a year. Yeah. No, that was a quarter. They had asked to see a quarter. This is a 50-cent piece. This is a Walking Liberty $50. And I've also got Kennedy halves and Franklin halves. 1970. No, the one I'm working on is a Morgan silver dollar. A very old Morgan silver dollar. Turnaround time is at most a week. I've had some people get their stuff in about 4 days. Sometimes, yeah, it's like a week to 4 days. I'd say that's fair. Relatively quickly. Do I have a 1970 Kennedy? Probably not. The 64 Kennedy is the only one that's 90% silver, so that's the one I focused on the most. I could probably stand to get a wider range of $50, but at the moment, that's all I have. I could do that, but I also have quite a few 64s in stock already. Yes, the price on the site is the total price for a completed ring. Yes, it's accurate. That's the price. The price is the price. So, as far as the 64 half and quarters, I've got a few of those on hand, and it would be the same price whether I used your coins or not. If you would prefer me to use your coins, I have a button on my profile up here that says get a quote. Just tap on that, tell me about the coins you want me to work on. If you'd like me to work on mine, it's going to be the same price either way. You can order through my website right now, and I'm pretty sure the 64s are actually half off on my website, so you'd probably save quite a bit of money if you ordered right now. What's the price on the Morgan I'm working on right now? It's usually $200, but they are half off for the next few days until the end of October. For the 64 half, it's usually $150, but they are half off right now, and the 64 quarters are usually $100. And those might be half off as well, so you might be able to get one for $50, but you'd have to go check out the website to make sure. What am I doing now? I'm making a Morgan silver dollar into a ring, and I'm slowly just making it smaller and smaller until we get to our target size. Take this tape off and anneal it again. How am I doing that? That's what I do. I'm coin ring maker. I make coins into rings. Is yeah, 13.5 is doable for a $1/2. I think the max for a $1/2 is a size 16. So you're totally good on that. I can do a 13.5, no problem. Have I ever made a ring out of coins that aren't legal tender? Yes, but those are called rounds. So I actually have quite a few fine silver rounds in different sizes: 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, and 1 ounce. And there's a bunch of cool designs on there. If you need a size 17, I think you would have to get a pretty large coin, like a 1 ounce silver round, or a Morgan dollar like this one. Size on quarters is 4 to 13. So how I make it smaller. There's specialized Swedish wrap dies. So the degree of change inside this die, you can see it's bigger on the top, smaller on the bottom, but not by much. And as we push the ring down in here, it compresses it. And that's how we get an even more concise cone shape and a smaller ring. But we've got this one all the way bottomed out here. So we'll need to go to the next smallest size. The turnaround time, if you sit in the coins, is about a week from when I get them, at most. Usually what takes the longest is the shipping from you to me and then me back to you. I can finish the ring in about 1 to 2 days once I have the coin. What's the best starter kit for making rings with hard metals? Oof, that's tricky. No, I still have the Trump coin. No one's ever ordered it. But I do have one in stock. I don't really know about starter kits. I've just kind of accumulated tools from all over the place. There's not like a concise, solid starter kit. I do have a recommended tool list on my website, coinringmaker.com. That might be helpful. But that's the best I've got. I have a challenge coin. I'm not sure if it would make. Would you like to give it a shot? Do you know what kind of metal it's made out of? If it's made out of steel, it would be very difficult. And if it's made out of iron, it would rust on your hand. So it's really important that we figure out what it's actually made out of. If it's copper, I can work on it for sure. Thank you very much. Do I have a process of identifying metals? If it's steel, a magnet will stick to it. So that's a good test. That's one of the first tests I do on mystery coins is I hit it with a magnet. And if the magnet sticks to it, I don't work on it. Because steel is what my tools are made out of. And if I work on anything stronger than my tools get messed up. So I don't work on anything that magnets stick to. Which die is that? This is called a Swedish wrap die. It's from Legacy Brand Tools. It's pretty great. Yeah, I would try and throw a magnet on that and see if it sticks. And if it hasn't rusted yet, then it's probably not iron. But they make challenge coins out of so many different things. I really haven't messed with them very much because of that. Awesome. Thank you. What's going on, Mr. Van? We're working on another Morgan today. This one's 140 years old. It's an old girl. They're usually made out of nickel, copper, or pewter. Yeah. But, I mean, there's a wide range. And sometimes they just use weird alloys, too. So, it's... I don't know. The main difference is that a lot of coins have, like, what kind of metal they are, like, printed on them. Or it's like old constitutional silver, so you know it's 90%. It's not magnetic. That is good news. So it's probably copper then, or a copper nickel, which I could work on. If you want to keep talking about this, it's something you'd like to do. I have a button on my TikTok profile that says "Get a Quote." And just tell me about the coin you want me to work on, and we can work from there. So pretty much not magnetic is a go. Most of the time, I would say like the reverse rule is better. If magnetic, it's a no to go. So our ring so far. I'm making a Morgan silver dollar into a ring. Now we got to cut away this lip on the inside here. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but there is a little excess of metal right on the edge there, and it's really uncomfortable. So I like to cut that away. Somebody asked why I use so much tape. It's to protect the detail of the coin. So you really don't want to have a lot of metal on metal contact. That's how you can kind of smash the details on there. Do flatten or diamond edges pose a problem? They could. They definitely could. I try to work on coins that are in the best shape I can get them.
Carissa's dog bit me multiple times. So